Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something a little different today. We're going to be talking about, well, you might not think of it as a holiday song, but Prince's Another Lonely Christmas.
Yeah, it's certainly an interesting choice for this time of year.
It is. And, it's actually his only Christmas song, which I think already makes it worth a closer look. We're going to be using the Prince Vault article, Another Lonely Christmas, as our main source for this deep dive. So, what makes this song so, I don't know, unique in his catalog? What are we trying to uncover here?
Well, I think what's really interesting is that it wasn't meant to be a big Christmas hit or anything.
Right.
It was actually originally released in '84 as the B-side to I Would Die For You, which was the fourth single from Purple Rain.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Purple Rain. That was huge. So you've got this super popular album, and then tucked away on a B-side is this kind of melancholic Christmas song. It's a bit of a unexpected pairing, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, totally. And it makes you wonder about Prince's thinking, right? Why release it that way? Why not, closer to Christmas or as part of a holiday album?
That's a great question. It makes you think maybe he didn't see it as a commercial track. Maybe it was more of a personal expression for him.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. And, Purple Rain already has so many hits. Maybe he saw the B-side as a place to experiment a little.
Yeah, like a space to try something different.
Exactly. And it's interesting because it wasn't just a B-side, right? It's also released as an A-side single, but only in Japan.
Oh, wow. Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was called Syndicate. So it's this hidden gem for some fans, but a featured track for others.
It's like he was playing with different approaches for different audiences,
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, Another Lonely Christmas. It ended up on the Hits the B-Sides compilation in '93.
Right.
Which kind of shows how much it resonated with people, right? He got a spot among his most well-known work.
It's definitely become a fan favorite over the years. Okay, so we've got this unusual release strategy, but what about the actual recording? The article mentions it was recorded in February of '84 at Sunset Sound in Hollywood. February. For a Christmas song.
It's a little strange, right? Recording a Christmas song in sunny California months before the holiday season.
It's the opposite of what you'd expect.
Yeah, it really sets the mood for the song, I think.
You know what's funny? The recording date almost lines up with the feeling of the lyrics, right? Last night I spent another lonely Christmas.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's like he's capturing that sense of disconnect, of Christmas feeling out of place.
Exactly. And you know what else is interesting? Even though the song is credited to Prince and the Revolution, Prince was actually the only one who played on it. He wrote, composed, performed, produced the whole thing.
That's right. He was known for being very hands-on with his music, having a very specific vision. And you can definitely see that in Another Lonely Christmas.
So we've got this melancholy Christmas song recorded in February by, Prince, who's known for his, energetic persona, released as a B-side to this massive hit. It just makes you wonder what was happening in his life at the time. What inspired this song? What made him write "Last night I spent another lonely Christmas"? Where's that coming from?
It's an intriguing question. And Prince was so private, right?
Yeah.
But his music often gave you these little glimpses into his inner world, his feelings. And even though we don't know the exact details, it's clear that this song goes way beyond the typical holiday cheer. It's deeper than that.
Definitely.
It really does make you think, doesn't it? About how, the holidays aren't always happy for everyone. And speaking of experiencing this song, hearing it, it might surprise you to know that Another Lonely Christmas was only ever performed live once.
Wait, really? Just once?
Yeah, just once. December 26, 1984, the day after Christmas in his hometown, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Wow, the day after Christmas. That's that just adds to that feeling of sadness, doesn't it? Performing it in his hometown too. It's almost a sense of longing or something.
It's very intimate, right?
Yeah.
Sharing that with, I guess geographically the people closest to them.
Yeah. It wasn't just some random tour stop. It was a very deliberate choice, to share this very personal song in a place that clearly meant something to him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what that performance was like for the people who were there. I mean, it must have been really special.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and there's something else about this song that we haven't talked about yet. Do you know that there are multiple versions of Another Lonely Christmas?
Right. There are.
There's the standard one, which is about 4 minutes and 51 seconds. But then there's an extended version that's over 6 minutes long.
Right. Yeah.
And then there's also like this mysterious unreleased mix or edit out there somewhere.
It shows how much Prince liked to experiment. You know, he wasn't content with just like one version of something. He wanted to explore it from all these different angles.
Yeah, almost like the song was like this living thing to him.
Totally. It makes me think about something. Why do you think Prince only ever released one Christmas song? He wrote so much music. And, you know, Christmas is a pretty common theme.
That's a really good question. Like, he wasn't afraid to try different genres and stuff. He could have made a whole Prince Christmas album if he wanted to.
Maybe this one song was all he wanted to say about it.
Yeah.
You know? Or maybe it meant something to him that we just don't understand.
It does make you wonder if there are other, like, Christmas songs by him out there somewhere that were never released.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
It would. It kind of adds to that mystique around him.
Yeah, like there's always something else to discover.
There really is. It's like, you know, when you hear Another Lonely Christmas now, it's, you hear it differently. Knowing all this stuff about the recording date, the one live performance, him doing everything himself, it just, I don't know, it gives the song so much more weight. It's not just like a sad Christmas song anymore, you know?
Yeah, it's more than that.
It's like you're getting this glimpse into Prince's mind, almost.
Mm-hmm.
His creative process and maybe even his personal life a little bit. What about you? What sticks out to you the most about this song now?
It's hard to choose.
Yeah.
But I think what really gets me is how it kind of flips the whole idea of a Christmas song on its head. You know, it's not about like reindeer and snowmen. It's about how Christmas can be, well, really tough for some people.
Yeah.
It's like he's saying, hey, it's okay to feel lonely or sad, even during the holidays, which is, I think that's a really important message. I'm curious, for the people listening who already know this song, do you hear it differently now?
Yeah, does all this, like, change how the lyrics hit you? And for anyone who's hearing it for the first time, I'd love to know, does this make you want to go check it out?
It's not your typical Christmas song, that's for sure.
But it's really powerful, I think, just the honesty of it.
Music has this amazing ability to bring people together, even when they're feeling down.
Yeah.
And I think that's especially important around this time of year.
Totally. It's like a reminder that even when you're lonely, you're not really alone, you know? So, Another Lonely Christmas. Maybe not the most cheerful holiday tune, but definitely one that makes you think and feel. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.